Hey guys, happy Wednesday. Welcome to Wooper Watch. My name is Cyanize and this is Mr. Gengar here.
Mystic Gengar, could you stop dead naming me on the podcast? It's Mystic Aidan now. Get over it, my guy.
I don't want to call you by your real name. It's disgusting.
No.
It's disgusting and horrifying. You don't call me by my real name. Don't actually drop it, but
I know. It's a necessary choice to avoid copyright infringement in the long run.
Who else is
It's
out there
a necessary evil.
Who out there is Oh wait, no. Oh, I'm stupid. I was like, who's out there is named Mystic Gengar? And then I was like, the Pokemon Company.
Yeah, it took you long enough, buddy. We'll get to Pokemon stuff.
I was like,
later.
whose grounds are you stepping on here? Who's gonna get offended over that? And I was, oh.
I wonder, who could Gengar be from? Gee, buddy, I couldn't tell.
Actually, speaking of quick rebranding, I know this is like super minor, and I've updated most of the descriptions of Wooper Watch with it. I've updated my Twitter because I got annoyed with the YT in the name. It is Cyanize now. I just thought it was a fun name to have while still.
Yeah, I think it sounds good. And in an ironic twist of fate, I stole your YT and put it in my Twitter @
I know.
It's mine now.
Looks so stupid.
I'll steal it. No one will ever know.
Yeah, because you're totally the first person to put YT at the end of their name, signifying
somebody
that
somebody already took Mystic Aidan, and I'm not doing Aidan Mystic because it looks stupid.
Yeah,
so
I don't
it's
like doing that either.
Screw it. YouTube is the only thing I'm good for anyway.
It's so stupid because I went to Twitter. I was like, hey, I think I have a big enough following to warrant this @ and then Twitter was like, no, you can't. I forgot what it was, but they said they can't take down accounts simply because you want the @ which I'm like,
oh my god. I just, out of morbid curious, I was gonna do a bit where I list off, yeah, Aidan Randall, the guy who has the Mystic Aidan @ I want you to hand it over. I check it, I found, like, wait, the guy's actually following 20 accounts. The first thing that comes up is Ali A.
What are you rambling on about? I was like talking about my story, and then you're just talking.
Distracted. I got distracted. I'm sorry. We're recording this past midnight here, and I'm losing it.
Anyway,
this is my fault.
Yeah. What are you talking about? God. Okay. But yeah, I couldn't get my @Cyanize as much as I wanted it, so I changed it. I was like, you know what? I want another alias. That still sounds similar to Cyanize, so I picked up with that. Because I like dually weapons. I like dual wielding weapons, and also because two Cyanize. I don't know. There's multiple meanings with it. I think it's cute.
I think it goes hard.
Thank you. I'm glad. Unfortunately, the main channel will not be renamed. You are stuck with Cyanize. I'm sorry.
Womp womp womp.
Yeah, I am excited for next week. I do come back to YouTube, and I will be. I don't want to say rebranding, but just it's season 2 Cyanize. I'm so excited.
I just want to say I am so excited for the one video that I know that I'm going to be in, which it's coming along, right, buddy?
Oh,
we don't have to say what it is.
It's
okay.
Mid-February. That's when you should expect it.
Yay!
Yeah.
So time to talk about my life stuff.
Yeah, now you can talk about your life stuff.
I just want to say, like, today, I said before that we're recording this at, like, midnight, and that's because I'm an idiot. This entire day, I kept telling myself, man, I don't know what I'm forgetting to do. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play a little more Yakuza, got another hour to that. I'm like, screw it, I'm finally gonna play the game Cyan gifted me. I'm gonna start Pizza Tower. Played the first world, loved it. I feel so mad that I'm, like, a year late to playing this game. And it's like, keep thinking to myself, man, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Recorded an entire scripted video. That's off to chance for editing now. I don't know. It's not going to be out by the time this is out. I'm willing to bet. Because I was going to have to edit the podcast first anyway. But, like, I'm like, oh, man, I keep feeling like I'm forgetting something. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's schoolwork. And it's like, well, there's that, but that's a group project.
What does that mean?
My group or
whatever. It's just like, hey, if you forgot about it, maybe it wasn't that important. Yeah, you're right.
It's just Wooper Watch out in the rain. They left road and drive, but I kept thinking, it's like,
someone make an edit of that, please.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm sitting here and I'm literally idling in Lego Fortnite, and Chance DMs me. It's like, by the way, Science still needs to pay me, and I'm like, right, and then I text you about it. Literally, I text you about it. I'm like, haha, I'll make a joke or I'll just reply to Chance thing with a gift to remind him. And then it's not even crossing my mind that we were supposed to record earlier today.
Yeah.
It's not like mentally processing at all until you finally mentioned, like, by the way, are we recording today? And I'm like, shit.
Sorry, Chance, by the way, for not paying you. I do pay my editors. All right. Sometimes I delay it, but I promise I pay them. I'm still recovering from Cyanize, but I do pay everybody. I'm still paying for half of the artwork and assets done for Death Battle too. So trust me, it's not like the money. I'm not pulling a Gerard. Everyone's getting paid equally.
Whoa! Whoa!
I actually, speaking of which, Invader, the winner of the sign event, he just received the Cyan box head. And he like posted about it, and it was so scary. I don't
Dude,
know.
if I got it, I would have lit it on fire. I think it would have been funny if I actually burnt it to pieces.
Oh my god. But yeah, now he has it, and he hasn't done anything with it, but maybe he will someday. And yeah, there's a
face reveal, but not face reveal.
Yeah, it was so funny because I went to the UPS store and they're just like, "Hey, we don't ship alcoholic boxes," and I'm like, "Well, there's no alcohol in it." But we found a workaround and I got it shipped, and it was a very awkward conversation, but it worked. And yeah, all the winners of the sign event have been compensated with their rewards and all that. And
W.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just straight up didn't even enter. Like, I made comments on all the videos because I wanted you to get boosted in the algorithm, but I didn't actually enter the event, like, at all.
Yeah,
because it's like,
chill.
I'm like, I already get enough free stuff from this loser. Why do I want to gamble for more? That's mostly ironic. Love you, buddy.
I gotta stop giving away free stuff.
Seriously, you do. But yeah. Okay, I feel like I was thinking of something else.
The floor is yours.
What?
Whatever you're thinking, the floor is yours.
Oh, right. I was gonna say, I just wanted to thank you guys because I know, like, not all of my viewers listen to this podcast, but like, the response to my new videos has been freaking nuts. Cyan, have you seen it yet or not?
How the hell did you get 1K on that video? I don't understand.
I was gonna say, I got 1,000 views on the hardest battle in the Indigo Disc. It's just a stream highlights video where it's just funny joke.
Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, I don't even think people get the funniest bit about that video is that, like, it's an inside joke between me and Chance that whenever Drayton appears on screen, because the last time we thought it was like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if we gave him the Sands theme? But we just took it to the logical extreme in this one, where we just started using the dating start music at random points whenever he was on screen. We just kind of ran with it, and I guess people found it funny enough. I don't know why, but I appreciate the thought.
No offense to like the quality of the video, but like nothing in my mind about that video screamed you getting 1K on it. Like, no offense at all. It's a good video.
I've already figured out why. I figured out exactly why I did so good. Like, the related shorts gave it a slight boost.
But you said it wasn't that much, though.
The thing, it was a slight boost, because that's the thing. Most of it comes from YouTube recommendations. Because the thing is, you want to know why? Because people watch my shorts and it pushed it back into people's recommended. So it's like, you know, the long form, short form content duo thing. But the funniest part is I think people are clicking on it because they keep thinking they're both scripted videos. And it's like, because the thing is, I tried to title them and edit the thumbnails like they're actually scripted videos you'd like want to click on.
That's how you always get people when they think it's a video essay.
Yeah, exactly. But then the next video I'm making is actually a video essay. So it's like...
And no one's going to watch it. Just you wait. No one's going to watch it.
We've been tricked, backstabbed, and quite possibly bamboozled. So, well, we'll see how that goes. I already have a thumbnail in mind, and I'm definitely not going to just rip off JPR. No, why would I do that? Oh. No. Who would ever do that?
I monetarily support that guy. You can't do that.
Are you going to stop me?
No.
Yeah, that's right. No, you're... It's just the one Looney Tunes give. No,
up
you're
yours.
Wrong! Okay,
Gives
but yeah,
the finger,
that's pretty much
what's
been up with me.
It does it anyway.
But yeah, it's things have been good. Things are looking up right now. Let's see if I can actually pass Novice's sub count. Let's see if it'll
genuinely,
happen.
you are like inspiring me. By the way, speaking of shorts, I've struck a deal with Novice, and now we're just gonna have a short every single day, like dead ass. Like we're having shorts every single day on my channel.
That's my boy.
We are never gonna miss a day.
Gonna win. That's where the wins go. That's where the W's are.
Dude, I almost have 1,500 subscribers, and that was like without me uploading this entire month, and it's kind of cool.
You know what was just like a surreal experience for me when I finally realized the shorts were working? It was actually earlier this week. We uploaded a video and it got like 1,000 views, and I was like, yeah, 1,000. It said views are average. I was like, what do you mean average is 1,000 on a short?
What do you mean?
It was like a moment of like, wait.
I think you're big.
Wait.
I think you're too big now.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait. And he's just the one in Guardians of the Galaxy we're like zooming in, like, what?
Now I know that sounds bad. Like, and instead of shooting him, you were like, yippee!
Yippee! It's just like zooms and I know that sounds, so it's just confetti. Yippee! Yippee! Yeah, it's like, it's surreal because it doesn't feel right. It's like, there's no way I got a video that's a 10 out of 10. And it's like 156 views. I click on the tab list or whatever, and the one at the top is 2.6 thousand. It's just a clip of me ranting about cash registers. I guess people like me now.
Yeah. I don't think I finished my thought earlier, but like when I get back to YouTube, you've like genuinely inspired me. Like when I start uploading again, like I want to go so hard now. Like you and Novice have like inspired me to like such an extreme now that like. I'm working on the Scarlet and Violet epilogue video right now. I'm putting so much into it because I'm just like holy shit. If I don't come back and I don't start going so goddamn hard, and catching up to you guys, I can't call you guys my rival and vice versa. Like I have to like put so much into this. I have to like get up there with you. I don't know. Like once February hits, man, I'm coming.
Here's the thing, though. You specifically mentioned Novice, and earlier this year, just before I was going to hit 2K, you said this is the year we all hit 5K. And I was like, I think what you're saying is BS. But the more I think about it, it's like the more I feel like it's like, oh, no, we can all do it this year. No, we got this. This is the year 2024. It has been brutal. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying this year, I don't actually think we're going to get to 5K.
Okay, at least
but I want to believe that I can.
Let's at least say 3K, all right? Let's.
Oh, no, that's already locked in. I'm actually estimated to hit that at least by halfway through the year. That's not a joke. My channel is currently growing at the most unprecedented rate it ever has. Today is the least amount of subscribers I've gained in a day in ages, and I think it was still like 3. Like... I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for me, who has been basically trudging through the mud, my ratio of videos to subscriber count for the longest time was literally 1-to-1. I feel like I'm actually putting in the work and it's bouncing back. I have like a brand identity now. I feel like it's the year. And the thing is, Shine, is I think you're absolutely heading in the right direction too. Now that you're like utilizing this shorts thing to actually get going with it, it's like, dude, I think it's gonna click for all of us. I feel like now's the time. You see what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, dude, I'm so scared when I start posting. If I go back to only getting 100 views per video, now I'm just scared. There's so much expectation. I want to keep up with you guys.
Dude, it's like, here's the thing. I'll be gassing it up regardless. You already know I will.
I appreciate it.
Here's the thing. Whenever your shorts come out, I always sit there, and when they drop in the subscription feed, I always sit there, and I always watch them through. Every time they're in my feed, I don't care if it's one I've already watched. I watch it all the way through. That's what I do for all my buddies, and I expect y'all to do for me the same. Because I love y'all. We're going to make it together. Even if I'm raising the percentage viewed by, like, 0.1, I don't care. That's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to, dude, I know I keep posting about that wildcard channel and like friends without benefits type of shit, but like I just want all of us to like hold our hands in a goddamn circle and we're all just pumping each other up and everyone's like surrounding our circle, like just gassing us up. It's just amazing. It's just a power circle with like
that's what I'm saying, dude.
It's oh my god, It's a friendship, guys. I love friendship. I love you guys so much.
One of my big New Year's resolutions for the channel last year is I wanted to get out there, and I think I made that more. I got on other people's channels more, but I kind of had a realization towards the end of the year. It's like, shoot, I didn't bring many people onto my own. I have like 1 or 2 collab live streams. So I'm like, because now that I'm restarting or whatever, I think I actually have solid concepts for like group videos and streams and stuff. So, because the thing is with my niche or whatever, I doesn't really make a lot of room for any more than like 4 people in a video. But I think I might have a format that can make it work. It's in development kind of idea. I don't know. I think I'll get to it sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
But it's on the list. I want to have my friends on my channel this time. You know what I'm saying? I gotta pay it back. Bring it around town.
Indeed. As much as I want to keep talking about channel analytics and shit, unfortunately.
I do. Screw it. Screw everything else. It's a slow news week. You want to talk analytits?
We can talk a little bit more.
I'm down to talk analytics.
I mean, I don't mind talking more. The only problem is this video is going to be very fucking negative, so.
Okay. Let's at least be a little happy, because, like, here's the thing. Fun fact. In the last 28 days, I have gotten 80,000 views. Do you know how big that is for me, going from my channel average views per month being around 600 to 80,000? I know that's because the shorts algorithm is cracked, but that's big numbers. And I'm actually mad because my watch time hours for this month is 861, but most of it doesn't count for monetization because YouTube is stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm looking at my analytics right now. I've gotten 43,000 the past month.
See, that's big numbers. Like, you've always had like bigger numbers than me for like views and stuff as before.
Yeah, this is without upload. This is all purely shorts, so I can't.
This is like just shorts. Imagine how much there's gonna be when you start like kicking the uploads back into overdrive too.
Yeah, I'm gonna tailor like, let's say like 3 or 4 shorts to a specific video. See if that helps boost them in the long term. I don't know. We're gonna test. We're gonna do some experimenting. But I'm getting really excited to start uploading February now that I have a bunch of new eyes on me. We're just like, oh, where's his uploads? He hasn't uploaded. Where did it go?
But here's the thing, Cyan. Your shorts are fundamentally different because of how you output content. With me, the way I do mine is I basically I put out the shorts based on the streams, not based on the video. But I take the Mr. Beast approach where I link the latest video on all of my highest performing shorts. And like it's all the new shorts that come out are unrelated but do go back to that new video.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good idea.
But with you specifically, yours are based on your videos. Like, if you do an original short with something original, you might as well just link the new video.
It's actually funny you mentioned that, because sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the original shorts, I made like a couple of original shorts. Some of them are doing better than the ones that are based on videos, and that's kind of scary. Like, that bit where I threw Pokemon Scarlet and Violet in the trash can.
I was just thinking about that.
That's literally a bit in the Pokemon epilogue video that's gonna get posted. I just posted because I thought it'd be funny on its own, and turns out it was funny on its own.
Pretty much, yeah. Because the thing is, like, the original shorts or whatever are kind of like, I guess you could link those to the newest video. But you're better off just posting clips from the video itself. Yeah. Because I mean, I'm a little more scatterbrained all over the place. Because I am so screwed with the Blueberry Academy ones. Because I used my face cam to record those. Because I didn't have the PNG tuber done yet. Right. So it's like a weird mishmash of like something recorded before, adapted to after. And it kills me inside. But the videos did good, so I don't mind. Yeah. You know? That's why we have scripted intros for them.
I will say that dislikes. Oh boy. You attract some very strong opinionated people. I don't mind though, because I love them interacting, but
it's hilarious because so many people don't realize that dislikes are actually counted as engagement and boost shorts more on YouTube Shorts, right?
That's true.
Why else do you think it's specifically the only platform where specifically blank phobia is highly promoted on their short form content feeds? I wonder, guys. Then again, I've had to deal with that too. Did you see my Mr. Beast as a Poké fraud video? No, you literally commented on it.
I did comment on it.
That's currently at 2 out of 10 right now, but the like to dislike ratio is like
half and half.
Oh, it's actually 71.4% likes, which is still way lower than my average, but it was at 60% before.
Yeah, no, that was the same for me throwing Pokemon in the trash. Understandable. By the way, I do want to. I want to give you a real answer, by the way, because I know I was just kind of being harsh. Yes, Legend Arceus is fundamentally different, and Mr. Beast is outdated. Yes, I agree with you. All right, is that what you wanted to hear?
Yes, that's what I wanted to hear. Thank you for my closure.
Yes. Does that change my opinion on Pokemon as a whole? No, but I do agree.
Amen, brother. Amen.
I do agree on what the purpose of that short was for. So there you go.
Like that short wasn't even because there are people who jump to so many conclusions in that comment section where it's like, I feel like you're assuming a lot about my opinions about the game.
To be fair, you asked them to comment.
I asked for discussion, but it's like I feel like a lot of people made logical leaps beyond the 60 seconds. Like,
oh yeah.
I feel like you guys are really filling in a lot of blanks. Some of them got them right. Some of them missed the mark. Like one guy was like, yeah, it's like they changed the entire structure of the game. And I'm like, yes, they changed the entire structure of the game and the battle system. It is fundamentally different. They're like, nah. And I'm like,
nah.
Oh, okay,
nah,
man.
I don't care. See, that's the amazing thing.
I'm not finding any. If you don't have a game design degree and you're in my comments, get out.
That's the amazing thing of being friends with you. I can say whatever the fuck I want, just because I know you. You know, I'm like not saying it to be serious. I'm just saying it to give you engagement.
Nah, I'd win. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's all over the place, man.
Yeah, just be friends with PokeTubers or just YouTubers in general. Then you can say whatever the hell you want in their comment section. It's funny.
PokeTuber and world's biggest Pokemon hater. Besties for life.
Oh, hell yeah. Bringing it. Dab me up.
That's yeah. Clap, dab.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I can't wait to start talking about Twitter.
The episode immediately just goes. It's like the Goku meme was like, "Hey, it's me." Just cuts to like the really angry face.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's where we're going today.
We're so happy for 20 minutes, but we ultimately are gonna have to go to Twitter.
Okay, before we get into the really bad things, Persona 3 Reload is coming out increasingly soon, and I am sorry if I stop uploading daily shorts because I've gone into complete hibernation.
It's understandable. Don't apologize. He's playing Peak Fiction. Don't apologize.
I'm going to play until the well, I mean, I'd say the specific date, but I don't want to spoil it.
I took off work to play it. Like, come on, like who?
Oh, you kidding me? I already did too. Yeah. I already took off the day it comes out.
I took off the weekend. I was like, fuck no, okay? I'm gonna spend every day and night playing this game. Like, leave me alone.
Like, there is a specific point in the game I need to marathon to before it gets spoiled for me, because my favorite scene in the entire game, I'm not gonna say when it happens, but it happens after the midway twist and almost to the end of the game. And it's like, it was a twist that genuinely made me rethink how I wanted to do my entire, like, party structure. I'm like, I regret not training this guy up at all. So it's like I am amending things for Reload. I am fixing the way I played P3. Because fun fact, I did not like Persona 3. I didn't like it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
He thought it was an A tier game for context compared to the other Persona games.
No, I feel like it's fallen to B tier. I look at it more and I'm like, I would rank freaking Persona 5 Tactica over 3. Damn. Genuinely. Like, when I would, like, people are like, yeah, Tactica is
like the
basically
story
worthless.
or like the gameplay, like, or just like all of it? Yes,
both of them.
Okay.
I would rank them higher than 3, at least the portable version. Maybe it's the presentation that's going to get fixed in Reload. Because it's like, we'll see how they handle the new content. That's what's really going to be the tip and scale for me. Because 3 felt underbaked. Like, they were so close, but they were so far. Mm-hmm. So... We'll see if this fixes it. We'll see. Right. I've been waiting for this, so let's see if they actually make it good.
I don't doubt them. I think they got it.
Oh no, I think Atlas has got this in the bag, but there's only how much you can polish a turd. Even if the turd is actually really shiny to begin with, there's only so much you can polish it. Because, like, still, I don't get this as me dumping on Persona. It's more dumping on Persona 3 in comparison with the other Persona games that came after it.
Right.
And before it, technically, I think. In the case of 4, but, you know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. I'm really excited as well. Like I'll get the video out, but after that, I'm saying fuck the world. And don't worry, I'll still make videos. I'm not gonna go on hiatus.
Don't worry,
again.
guys. We're also taking a break during February. It's fine.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Streaming is about to hit. My streaming wall is about to hit an absolute crawl. Maybe there's a reason that I look at my watch time analytics and I barely get anything during the entire months of February and March. Yeah. Maybe this will be a trend that loops back.
Maybe if people actually watched us play these kind of games, maybe we would stream them. But nope.
I consider the idea of like, hey, maybe if I branch down to like monster collectors as my niche instead of just Pokemon, I was like, no, I don't think I will. Yeah. I'm gonna. Part of the reason I actually changed my niche at all was almost in anticipation for Persona 3. Like that's not a joke, because the whole thing is like, my big issue is that like over the last year, it's always been like, do I want to play this game in my own time or do I want to stream it? And it's like, I kept thinking guilty for not streaming games that I was playing off camera. And like, now that I don't have to worry about that, it's like, screw it, man. I'm just going to enjoy video games how I want to enjoy them.
Fair enough.
If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Moving on to the obligatory Fortnite, which is not the depressing part of this video.
Chicken!
It's actually... Wait, hold up. There's other stuff. We finally got the Winterfest skins. It only took them an entire month after they were supposed to come out. Yeah,
that's pretty tragic.
I just can't believe it took them that long, but yeah, they finally came out and they're obviously bangers. Then we had fucking Raiden from Metal Gear Solid 2.
Snake is out as well. We still need to run Snake and Raiden duos at some point.
We can do that.
We really do. Note, I had never played a Metal Gear game.
I've only played Rising, and I guess Phantom Pain, but I never completed it. But it's okay. I still made a short about it. Even though it's Metal Gear Solid 2 version, I love my Raiden skin. And I love him to death.
Hey, here's the thing though. What's great is that actually with Snake acquired, I technically own the skin for every main playable character in Smash Ultimate. I have Ryu, I have the Pac-Man back bling, and I have Snake. So that's else? 3 of 3. No, actually, none of the else of the Smash roster, unless you want to count the student skin that looks marginally like Joker, which I also have.
I remember making a short about that. It still gets comments to this day.
Yeah, you did, and yeah, I do have that on my loadout, but I don't have an actually good cat back bling, so I'm kind of screwed on that front. Sorry, Morgana, you don't exist.
There's a jumbo cat you could have gotten. It's of Meowscles. It's like a janky or whatever, if that makes any sense.
I know what you're talking about.
Chapter 2, Season 7.
AKA I didn't play Chapter 2.
Rick came out. It was a really good season 2.
Fickle Rick.
Actually, that came out the season after, but...
Okay, whatever. Though, speaking of skins that would rip off Battle Pass skins, kinda... the chicken, the big giant chicken from Family Guy, probably my least expected skin from Family Guy to make it into the game.
But it makes sense.
It makes perfect sense now. Now, I never considered it. Though, honestly, I kind of expected them to do Quagmire first. I don't know. I was really expecting Quagmire.
I can't believe, and I sent you an image in chat, I can't believe Fortnite ripped off the chicken from Fortnite.
But yeah, it's like, I straight up thought that they were going to do like Quagmire or Cleveland, or I mean even Joe if you want to give him a mech skin, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured they were going to do one of Peter's buddies or like, but no, they did Ernie the Giant Chicken instead.
Dude, like the Crippletron from that one scene. God.
Yeah, that's what I've genuinely seen people throwing it around as a skin. Like, that'd be hilarious, dude.
Yeah. No, but I think the chicken fits. It works. They usually, for popular skins in the Battle Pass, they have a counterpart version that gets brought back in the item shop, and I think the chicken is a decent counterpart to Peter Griffin. But this has also brought...
it makes sense, yeah.
But this has also brought a debate on why they did not bring the fat version of Peter. And while I personally don't mind him being buffed, it is kind of interesting that they have this fat-ass chicken, but Peter couldn't be fat.
That's because Fat Peter's coming to the item shop at least one chapter from now.
That's the theory going around, but
And it's gonna kind of suck. It's gonna feel a little scummy if they do, but people are gonna buy it anyway. So,
yeah.
because like, are you kidding me? They're not gonna lock Peter Griffin out of the thing outside of a battle pass. Like, are you stupid? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? Because like, then again, like.
I feel
With
like
Rick, they made it so you could still play as Rick through Pickle Rick.
I feel like
you know what I'm saying?
They gotta do something with it to not just be like, oh, this is just Peter Griffin, but he has no edit styles and he's just fat. Like, I feel like
they'll probably do I don't know.
There's gotta be some
Terminator
justification.
Peter.
Yeah, Terminator Peter. I can see that.
Yeah, it's like, I guess I don't know. It's just. It feels like, why didn't they do Fat Peter? And the thing is, I kind of get why, because the thing is, it kind of looks like a nightmare to actually play as Ernie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen some really bad clips. Not like, that I don't mind, but yeah.
I kind of get why, from a game design stance, that they wouldn't want to put that in the battle pass. You know what I'm saying?
I really don't mind Fat Peter, because I mean, they gave a lore reason anyway. They made fun of the fact, like, if you're gonna do something, like, if you could like make it make sense, I think that justifies it a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of people were like pointing at the interview Seth MacFarlane gave that, like, oh, Fortnite doesn't have the budget. You know what game you're talking about? Yeah, he's joking, but like, some kid was like trying to argue with me about this on Twitter. More on that later. But I was just like, motherfucker, do you know what game you're talking about right now? Do you know how much money Fortnite makes? Oh, I forgot.
I was gonna say I had to send the image so you didn't forget. But yeah, they're also doing a mini battle pass for the TMNT. It's not out yet, but they're putting Shredder on it. And if I have the money, I will be buying it. Because oh my god, this is the most sick Shredder design I think of all time. Like, you're seeing this, right, Cyan?
Yeah. Hold up, there was a
oh my god.
People were like joking about one of the skins in Fortnite looking like a degraded version of that. I'm trying to find it. It's a Fortnite original.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you've referred to. Though there's also part of me that hopes that this version of Shredder gets like an alt style that looks like the old color scheme, I guess, from the 87 show. I don't know. That's just kind of food for thought.
It's still so raw. Oh, I found it. But like, yeah, the robot Raven, I believe it's called. Like, it just looks like a baby version of Shredder.
It kind of does. It kind of does.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also, I want to point out one more thing, is that there's apparently at least one more encrypted skin in the files, and there's a part of me that's hoping it's, I guess, Persona get to go with 3 reload, or like,
You're
I don't know, even
You're insane.
give me something from Yakuza. I need a Sega skin in this game.
There's no way. I guess would be the thing to introduce Persona to Fortnite. I refuse.
I mean, it's basically the equivalent of making Morgana playable, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I feel they would do the 2 skins at once, but there's only 1 skin in the files, so I don't know. I don't really have anything else to add. I just know that there's one more skin in the files that's still encrypted right now, kind of like how they waited till last minute to unencrypt Ernie. So, I don't know. That's just kind of... Maybe we even know it by the time this video goes out. And if we do, please correct me in the comments. I will cry if it's not Igus. Or like anybody else from P3, but
I feel like they would make a bigger deal out of a Persona collab. Fortnite knows how big Persona is, you know?
Yeah, well, it's also not big in the like public conscious, I guess. Because here's the thing, Fortnite's target audience. I saw people genuinely asking what the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are.
What the fuck?
No, I'm serious. I saw it happen.
How? I don't even watch the shows, and even I know what it is.
Like, I've seen people complain about certain collabs. This game is like,
yeah,
arguably Persona is like less.
I hear a collab about like
these.
people hating the anime skins, but like Persona, at least Persona 5 is like transcended. It's mainstream, I would argue.
I mean, Persona 5 specifically, but Persona 3 debatable for now. Gonna put an emphasis on for now.
Yeah. But I mean, like, everyone's at least heard of Persona, I think. Like, maybe they don't know what it's about, but like, they've heard of
Oh,
it.
they've at least heard the soundtrack in a YouTube video. I would genuinely argue that more people have heard Persona 5 soundtrack than people who have actually played Persona
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously that's like, oh, if you play 5, you hear the soundtrack, so there'll be more people anyway. Yeah, I know, I get it. But like, I genuinely think there's probably more people on Earth who have like heard Life Will Change and have no idea what it's from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, right?
And then like that one dude in the comments, what's that song in that one popular part of the video? Like,
and just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that guitar riff is so iconic that it feels like ascended the series.
yeah.
But the problem specifically is that 3 Reload is the most recent game. So I don't even know how they're going to handle that. I figured like our shot at Joker was that one battle pass that came out right around Tactica and had all the red theming set up. And it's like, Ashoka, really?
Yeah.
Like, we know what you were setting up for. We know.
Look, think about it this way. Every single time Joker comes to I know this is specifically for gacha games, but every single time Joker goes to a game, that game dies within a year, okay? Maybe it's a saving grace that Joker hasn't touched Fortnite yet.
No, I think it would be funny if this was the end. Although it wouldn't shock me if they brought the Stoon skins back to the shop when on February 2nd.
Yeah.
I could see it happening. I could see
like
it
a little
happening.
nod. They do like to send messages through the item shop with random cosmetics.
Yeah, especially considering like Sega and Epic Games have a really good relationship.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason there's like an Sonic exclusive level in like Fall Guys. They're clearly at least chill on a publisher level. You know what I'm saying?
They're just waiting for the right time, I think. Because again, I like it's that big of enough of a deal. I feel like because I know they were gonna make a separate like event tab for TMNT or whatever regarding the Shredder skin. They would do that with Persona. It's that big. I know that might be crazy talk, but like.
Okay, I don't think Persona's on the same level. I mean, maybe it's on the same level as like JJK, I guess. But like as compared to TMNT and Dragon Ball, I don't know.
At least Persona 5.
For Persona 5 specifically, maybe.
Yeah, specifically.
I feel like Persona 3 stuff would specifically be item shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like at the very least introducing the franchise, they would make it a big deal. Like anything after that, I understand, but like introducing it to Fortnite is a very big deal.
Thing is, they don't even have the case of like, oh, it's an anime skin, so what rarity do you make? I'm like, no, you just make them gaming legends too.
Yeah,
like it fits perfectly.
Yeah, no, gaming. I mean, I guess you could go around saying it's epic, but yeah, gaming legend. Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I'm shocked they almost have. Like, I'm almost shocked they haven't done it yet. Because, like, let's just be real here. Makoto Yuki or Minato or whatever. You know, with like a Koromaru pet back bling.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that would sell like crazy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess on her own, I feel would probably do well, even if they didn't have the accompanying Makoto. Because, I mean, I guess literally wields guns in the game. That's her whole thing. So.
That's a funny built-in emote waiting to happen.
Yeah, listen, all I'm saying is that we get a style shift change thing to Orgia mode. Oh my god. Dude. You don't know what that is, right?
No.
Okay, it's basically something that gets no elaboration in game, but is only talked about in Arena Ultimax, so don't sweat it.
Oh, cool. All right, do you want to do you want to be depressing now?
Nope, you're doing it.
Okay. Hey guys. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't felt this way about Twitter in a long time, but if you've been on Twitter the past few weeks, you would know. I can't speak for you guys, but for me, I was at my limit, and I was like this close to saying like, "Hey guys, I don't think I want a Twitter account anymore." Because it's
been so bad.
It's been so bad, and it's not even because because objectively, like if you're just like looking at all these things, like it's not that bad, but as someone who's like a fan of like most of the things, or like is related into the things that have occurred, you know, over these past few weeks, like it's just been hard. It's been really hard.
It's been ridiculous for no reason. There's been so many like outings and bearings of bad news. I didn't even include it in the list that we had in the doc, but like, yeah, Xbox lays off like 2,000 people. Great. Wow, more negativity on my timeline. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It's been abysmal, man. Like, but I mean, I don't know if you want to get to the root cause of it all, I guess, this month already, but you know, is there anything else you specifically want to talk about?
Not particularly. That's on the list that we're not gonna tackle right now, but I'm frustrated, man. Twitter's been hard. It's been really difficult. It's not like anything like I I'm looking at this. It's not like anything horrible happened that's gonna like change the way I look at life and like sorry to bring it up, but like that the raiding of the White House a couple of years ago. It's not like anything like that happened.
Wow, that's out of nowhere.
Yeah, but like it's not like anything that's the year started with regarding with all these topics like, we're on that level, but it's still it just sucks, and most of this didn't even need to be as big as it ended up being. Anyway, I'm sorry, I don't want to explain Twitter drama anymore. Can you just introduce the first thing we're going to talk about?
On the list next to Twitter, or the next thing that's the last topic for the video?
Do the in the parentheses or whatever the fuck verbal, just 2 verbal A's.
Yeah, I just want to talk about this before we get moving on. The verbal A's thing is probably the funniest but most timeline flooding thing that has happened this month so far.
Mm-hmm.
TLDR, you probably are watching this. You probably know of the cartoon beatbox battles. You probably at least seen gives them like, I am Vegeta, you're not Vegeta, or like Thanos beatboxing or whatever.
Yeah,
You've probably seen it before. But the reason that series completely died was because the guy behind it spent like $50,000 on softcore porn of him and a has-been hotel character that's canonically not into dudes.
And
like,
this dude's been like the laughing stock of the internet for the past few weeks, and I almost feel bad at this rate because
he did an actual video addressing the allegations. So I think he confirmed that it wasn't like $50,000, but it did leave him bankrupted or whatever.
But
I didn't do enough research.
It's still like, a funny headline.
Dude, like there's no actual way this is a real thing. Like the memes for it have been insane. They've been timeline flooding. My timeline has been full of them for no reason. But there's so many ways you can edit this freaking video that it keeps getting funnier. Like, I don't know, man. It's driving me insane.
Yeah. Dude, and obviously, like, whatever your opinion you have on Has Been Hotel, that's obviously yours. But like, I feel horrible for them because when this came out like right when Has Been Hotel was like about to premiere. Was like about to like kick off. Like
the actual series, which is a whole nother can of worms with Vivzy Pop and paying animators, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, regardless of how you feel about that situation, I just feel bad in general because now, while that was going on, like everyone was just seeing this, and now anytime people saw Charlie, there's like verbal A's, and I was just like,
cartoon beatbox battles guy. Let me show you how to scratch it.
I just felt so bad for them, like.
It's been such a chain of events that has led to so many other things, man. Which, by the way, Has Been Hotel premiered. I'm not watching it because I don't care enough, but I wanted to at least bring it up because it's an internet thing.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing else to add about that other than the fact that its reputation is now even further ruined.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive.
I
don't know how it gets worse.
It sucks too, cause I don't know. I get it. Like, indulge yourself, from time to time, even if it's weird. All right, cause whatever, it doesn't hurt anybody. But if you're gonna spend that much for 3 minutes, which I don't even think animation should cost that much.
It's funny because he's actually paying the person who did it more than the people who actually got paid to make the Has Been Hotel show.
Right?
But you didn't hear that from me.
Dude, like, animation's expensive. I'm not denying that. But, like, $50K for that? Like, and, like...
dude, you might as well get a whole episode of One Piece animated or something, bro.
Exactly,
I don't know what
dude.
to tell you, man.
And, like, this is just
Especially because
rumors.
people checked and some of the frames looked a little traced, too.
Right, yeah. It's just rumors. But, like, it was apparently, like, a kid who's, like, mostly just basing the references off the original show. And, like, had to use, like, various frames from the show to do most of the things that he did for this animation. So it's like, how is it 50K? I don't understand. What, you just feeling generous with the tip or something? Like, what?
Like, I know this topic has been done to death, but it's still so funny.
It's
like,
still hilarious.
I cannot physically comprehend it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Like even some of the most like fucked up people you can think of, some of the most down bad people you can think of, like in your friend group, I don't even think would go this far, which is so funny to me.
Like, there's a point where it's like, oh yeah, I would love to animate somebody to, you know, do my clips or whatever that I upload on YouTube. It's like, you know, Game Grumps animate. But this is a whole different level of paying somebody to animate your stuff.
Is like there was no shame.
This is a different level. There is no shame. There is no regrets. Well, no, there's probably a lot of regrets concerning the video actually cuts just before they get to the pornography.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
But it's like, just, it's so weird because like if he wanted straight up pornography, I'm sure there are plenty of artists who would have done that and wouldn't have felt bad if he asked them, you know, and like would have probably did it for a way less price probably. Like,
I mean, all I'm saying is, like, even if you call your average full color commission, like $100, you still could have gotten like 500 of those, Chief. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
You could have made like a manga or something, you know? You didn't have to like get this animated. Like, what the fuck?
Manga, bro, you could have done better than that. You could have made a graphic novel, dude.
That too, yeah. What else was I gonna say? Also, yeah, I think the only main point of this was to make a better, in his words, a better like visual AMV of the original song that this is based on, because I did some research, but the music video for the original song, it features a girl like kissing a bunch of guys, both young and old, and just kind of it's kind of a disturbing video. I'll just leave it at that.
Wow, it wouldn't shock me if that was completely intentional.
Which is so interesting because I think that's a noble cause, right? Just make a better music video because he just didn't personally like it. But he wants to replace it with this.
I mean, okay, great on concept, and you're like probably thinking to himself, dang, man, if I'm paying somebody to make this, I'm going to make this about me and my boner and my OC version, me being very muscular. Like, notably way more muscular than I am in real life, with a much longer schlong, just for good measure, that is specifically blurred out in the video because you can't have it. Like, dude.
Makes
bro.
no sense to me.
But aside from one Twitter thing to another, you've seen the whole thing with Power World, right? You haven't played it, right?
I have not. I don't plan to. And dude, if you watch Omni's latest video, I love the way he summed it up. There are like 8 different factions regarding this game, and it's hilarious. Nobody has a good opinion. It's so interesting. It's
like ridiculous because like my opinion has like gone from 0 to 100 back to 0 to -100. It's like a roller coaster ride. Just to sum up my opinion, I think the plagiarism is really bad. The fact they've gotten away with this on a game that's like on Game Pass is crazy. It's not even the idea of like, oh, they stole from $1 million company. It's more the principle that they just stole and got away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've been saying that too. I'm like, okay, well, this passed all the legal checks. It's not like, unless Pokemon takes it to court, like, it's not like this is like a, you know, a horrible thing. Like, they clearly did the legal thing. This wasn't like a shovelware game popped onto Steam. Like they did the required necessary things to get it on there, you know. So it's really just morals, you know.
Yeah, there's a reason some of the pals that were in the earlier trailers got removed. Like there's one that looked exactly like Luxray. I wonder which one isn't in the final game. Well, it's not the final game, it's the early access release, but you know.
Yeah.
A little bit interesting, I might say. And apparently the whole thing with the AI and the CEO being a very interesting specimen against creatives.
I should mention the CEO stuff about AI is confirmed. Whether Power World uses AI or not hasn't been confirmed. It's definitely another thing I think is important to mention on that there's just a lot of misinformation being spread about this game, and some people who didn't even play it, or some people who don't like. I haven't played it, so some of the things I could say are wrong. Like some people are just throwing around words to describe this game, and it's been fun.
Yeah, the worst part for me is that the game is actually not terrible. Everything it does right is basically just stolen from Pokemon Legends Arceus and from other survival games, but it does mesh well. It's just that I feel so guilty playing it. Like, it's like, I feel like I'm enjoying myself, but I don't want to be enjoying myself. Because I'll be
Right.
honest, this game's biggest fault is that it is terrible playing solo. Like, playing this game in single player up to that first boss and having to do it all by yourself is atrociously of a grind. Like, I played the game for I gotta check my Steam playtime real quick, because I know I put like a lot of hours into it. Yeah, because I put like, what? Steam, why won't you show me how many hours I put? Yeah, I put like 20 hours into the game. Though, granted, a lot of that was spent idling, basically doing nothing, because I took a nap for at least like 4 of those one morning. But, yeah, just to get my money's worth, basically. But, like, how do I put this? It is a slow trudge. Like, it is slow in single player. With friends, it's a bit fun. I played it both hobby for a video, and it's like, yeah, it's more fun with friends. But, like, if you don't have friends, I don't think there's any reason to get the game, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you don't have a group of people that you're already dedicated to playing it with, it's not worth it.
Yeah, I didn't play it, so it's hard for me to give an opinion. But the quick TLDR is just I like it in the sense that it gives competition to Pokemon, and I love that it's successful. Huge asterisks there, because Pokemon does need the competition, and like a lot of people were like clowning on me, being like, "Oh God, do you want this to be the Pokemon killer?" When I literally in the comments I was like, "Okay, well, I wish Yokai Wash and SMT popped off, but you
I
know."
was gonna say, I really wish it was anything other than this that was deemed like reasonable enough for Pokemon to actually be like aware of the situation. Like Yokai Watch was the only other one that ever actually came close, and that was basically because it took up a year that Pokemon had off.
In
You know what I'm
ways,
saying?
in some ways, it's even better than Pokemon to this day, and it's
Straight up.
crazy.
Straight up, Yokai Watch 3, I think, is still better than the majority of the entire Pokemon series. Not barely touched that game.
It's nuts, dude, and yeah, a lot of people were mad at me, like, "Oh God, you hate this game, or no, you like this game because you hate Pokemon out of spite." And I mean, yeah,
It's a bit of a factor. You can't say it's not a factor.
but then yeah, again, it does plagiarize, and it's you know, it's. I mean, the whole game's concept, it's like Sonic, all right? And I'm sorry, Sonic fans, but, like, it's like Sonic in the sense that, like, it was just made to be a rival, you know? It was made to compete and not made to, like, you know, be its own thing and, like, have creative, original ideas. I'm sorry, Sonic. You're amazing. You have original ideas, okay? You're amazing. But both were created to compete with the popular big dog known as Mario and Pokemon. And
Thing is, I don't really believe that. The thing is, what I feel like Power World, with what I've seen of the game, does not feel like a sense of like, yeah, we want to make something that could compete against Pokemon. It more feels like we kind of want to hitch a ride on Pokemon and then try and make a stink out of it being a competitor. If that makes any sense at all.
you like get the glory and fame and all that because it is the Pokemon clone rather than introduce ideas, I think is what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah. It's like they're basically making their stake off of, ha ha ha, we stole a couple things from Pokemon, even though the rest of the game is actually pretty original and well made. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's some things that are, like, in concept you're a little similar, but the actual design is different. Like, oh, it's a dark bird. It kind of looks a bit like Yveltal and Honchkrow, but it doesn't actually look like them. It just invokes the idea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's, like, a whole ordeal in and of itself. And it's like, man, it kind of blows that this was the one to absolutely explode. Like, I'm pretty sure Cassette Beast came out at some point, because that's been one of the big competitors I've seen tossed around. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, and I'm shocked the game isn't on sale right now. You think with everyone talk about it, they'd take the plunge.
Yeah.
But like, its ratings are very positive on Steam, and it came out like last year, early last year. And it's like, it kind of makes me sad that this isn't the thing blowing up its neck, because the game looks really interesting. I haven't bought it or gotten around to it myself, because well, I'm terrible at playing video games. You guys know this.
I feel bad because this is the first I'm hearing of this. So,
yeah, I didn't actually know about it until like last month, and it's like this game looks really, really charming. And apparently, it's also open world too, if the Steam tags are to be believed, which they usually aren't, but you never know.
Yeah.
So, it's like because this game looks pretty cool. And it's like, it just kind of saddens me. I don't know. I want to make my own creature collector one day. It's on my list of game genres I absolutely want to crack into when I get my degree and all that, and I want to work on it. And like, I have concepts, but I just don't want it to ride off coattails like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And outside of Pal World, because honestly, if it was just about, you know, the morality of Pal World, I wouldn't bring it up. But oh my God, Twitter. Twitter in regards to Pal World.
Twitter has been taking this so far. It got to the point where it's like, I was going to play this game throughout the entire week, but I'm dropping it like a rock, and I'm just going to make a big fuss about it, so it's like, I can just wipe my hands clean of this and forget about it.
You know,
because like the thing is, it came down to a case where it's like, okay, I understand now that the game isn't as plagiarized as I thought it was, but it's still not completely innocent. It's not even a matter of I don't want to promote this on my channel. It's more I don't want to invite the people onto my channel about this, because like I have had people commenting Pal World better on my shorts. It's like, dude,
I was literally
do you not know how stupid you sound?
I was just about to say that. Like, a lot of people who saw me throwing Pokemon Violet in the trash are like, oh, you would enjoy Pal World. I'm like, dude, it's not that deep. I'm not out here being like, oh man, I need a new game to play that's not Pokemon. Dude, I'm fine, okay? I'm not dying at the seams because I don't have a good monster collector to play. Goodness.
Like, and honestly, I wouldn't even call Pal World in that creature collector genre. Like, it feels like, even then, it feels like it's stretching it, because like part of the thing with creature collectors is that the majority of them, it's not even the creature collecting, it's more the aspect of building in turn-based combat, which I guess Pal World does have some. Like, I found TM equivalents so far. I've actually found a bunch of them, even though they look very close to Devil Fruit for One Piece. That's another aspect of possibly plagiarism. I don't know. They look a little familiar to Pokemon berries, and yeah, no, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
But like, there's aspects of it in Pal World, but it doesn't feel like they're trying to be a creature collector. It feels more like they almost want to be more of a survival game, you know? And even then, I don't really love survival games as a genre, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It's so, that's a whole thing. I don't know. You know?
Yeah, the people, like, and just so much stupidity is being thrown around, and so many people who are uninformed about Pal World and how it works, and a lot of artists coming out and like explaining morality, and like there's been a lot of things I agree with and a lot of things I disagree with, and it's one of those things where it's like I'm getting tired of everybody having to give their take on something. I know that's what we're doing right now, but like there's just something.
That's because we have a podcast. We are two dudes with microphones. We're allowed to do that.
Yeah. We're more qualified than you. No, but
yeah,
like,
we're more qualified. I've been doing this shtick for 5+ years now. I've been
sit
talking
down,
to you, Mike, for that long.
down, boy.
You've been typing on your Twitters with just text for like 2 years.
Yeah.
After your old account got suspended.
You be spitting with words. I mean, we're all spitting words, but we're spitting with words in video form.
You be spitting with your keyboard. We paid a guy like $10 to edit us down. Look who's more important here. I'm rich.
Okay,
You're not.
Okay, maybe stop talking. Maybe stop talking. It's making our case worse. But like, I don't know. It's gotten to the point where like everyone's having to give their opinion on something, and it's like the more you go into it, the more like, I don't know. People are just stupid. I'm just going to leave it at that. People are just stupid, and people want to give their opinion on the latest thing, whether they're informed on it or not. And they just want to give their piece from their perspective and their experiences, which is cool. Everyone should be allowed to do that. But, oh, man.
Like, here's the thing. For me, it's like I have specifically gone through my entire account to make sure, like, whenever I think, yeah, I should tweet about whatever ongoing drama is, I always think to myself, I was like, you know what? I'm not adding anything to this conversation, and it is going to make my profile look worse. So
Dude,
it's like,
happened all the time. I've had to backpedal on tweeting stuff. I'm like, am I adding anything to this?
I've gotten to a point where it's like, if you scroll through my Twitter, almost everything's like, hey, I'm playing X game today, but the rest of it is literally just about my YouTube channel. Like, I made one singular tweet about, like, well, actually, no, it's more like 3 tweets total, because one of them was, like, games I've played this year thread, which I kind of had to.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made a follow-up to that to further clarify. And the other one was a joke where it's like, Pokemon lawyers, which they end which, what? With an image of Thunderous with, like, the lightning, because it's low-tier god joke. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, sure. But I haven't made, like, a bunch of other things about it other than that.
Yeah,
sometimes if that makes any sense.
It's just better to stay in your lane sometimes, and I don't blame anybody for wanting to do that. I've been starting to do that. That's why I made a private account, and that's where I go around to say whatever stupid shit that comes to my head that I know would get me canceled. Don't worry, I'm not being weird over there. It's just me, like, because I know there's a part of me that does want to talk about the topic, and that's what the private account's for, mostly just to rant and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. Like, I've considered making an alt account. It's like, you know what? No.
Yeah.
I don't think I will. I don't trust y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've only let, like, really close mutuals follow it, but yeah, I don't blame you regardless. It's
my strongest opinions are for the call, not for the texts.
Right, yeah. The private's mostly just for people who I know, like, would actually read what I say, and then, like, if they disagreed, we'd have a discussion. Because that's what I want at the end of the day. We all just discuss, you know, we all just be like, hey, I disagree with you, but, you know, and then they, like, give their thesis or something. I don't know.
It's like the whole thing, or it's it's like Twitter is the only place where you could say something and somebody will make you say something completely different.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
I like waffles, bitch. You hate pancakes? Like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That one. It's like, yeah, that's Twitter for you.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't want to get used to it, but you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I said, it's why I try and tweet my my actual Twitter as almost more of like a business account. Like, I'll make a joke tweet every once in a while, and I'll retweet some funny stuff, because it's like, I don't have another place to retweet them. Mm-hmm. But it's like, sure, I'll just do it because it's funny. But like, when it comes to my own thoughts and opinions, it's like, I will keep it in my lane. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if I really got an opinion I need to nail out there, you'll see a video on it the next day, like with the Mr. Beast thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Anyways, I think we're at an end with this. There's other dramas going around, but some of them rather not be mentioned on here. Some of them are still going on, and we can't really comment on them, and rather not spread misinformation until the full story's out.
Yeah.
But if you know, you know. I'm sure most of you know. But yeah, to end this,
crazy how some YouTubers just can't keep their hands pure. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. To end this though, Mystic. I told you about this the other day, but I finished The Messenger, the funny 2D Ninja Gaiden homage.
Oh, game. Right. I forgot you were waiting to tell me this on the podcast. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I probably could have mentioned it earlier, but you know what? I decided we're going to end this on a happy note by saying, hey guys, I've been finishing my backlog this month. I have been relaxing during my month break, and I've been tackling the backlog, getting some stuff done, and The Messenger is one of those things that I wanted to do.
At my insistence before we played Sea of Stars, because if you played Sea of Stars, you know exactly why I'm saying play The Messenger first.
Yeah. It was amazing. I'm so glad I didn't see any trailers for it, because like it just blew my mind when it happened.
I told you going into it, this is like the one game that I wish I could go back in time. Like, there are a few games where I wish I could wipe all spoilers from my mind and play from start to finish. Like, obviously the Persona games, but The Messenger is one of them. Like, I envy you for being able to have that experience that I didn't going into this game completely blind. Because, like, I already kind of knew about the mid-game twist, but I didn't know that they would completely change the game structure, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
Blew my mind, dude.
Now you're talking about it. Now you're ruining it for people who.
That's why I'm keeping it extraordinarily vague and not being specific. I don't know. I'm just glad you finally gave the game a shot after me nagging you to do it for so long. Because people don't believe me when I say play The Messenger. And it's such a good game, and make sure you do the DLC after you finish it. Did you play the DLC, by the way?
I'm not done with
the free one?
Yet. I'm not done with it.
You're not done with it? Okay.
Yeah.
The music goes, though. The music goes hard, right? Good.
It's so weird because, like, the first half, you're just like, oh, I know how this is going to go. Like, I'm just like, okay, well. And I'm gonna be honest, like, the music kind of gave me a headache. Like, not that I hate 8-bit music, but like, I was just I couldn't stand it any longer. So just like, and not that it's bad, because it's an amazing homage. You know, it's like Celeste in the sense where it's like, it's using old graphics and, you know, being a homage while also being modernized. And if it was just that on its own, it would just be a pretty good game, you know. But then they decided to add the middle bit and then the twist. And
oh my god!
Now there's a reason why people are talking about it and be like, "Oh, this is more than just a homage. This is the main reason people are talking about this game."
Yeah. And, so my story with the Messenger, because I don't think I've talked about it on podcasts before. I mentioned it in like tweets before. Basically, what happened for me is, have you ever heard of Cyber Shadow? It is another, it's another Ninja Gaiden inspired game that was published by Yacht Club Games. You know, the guys who published Shovel Knight, not developed by. But I heard it was like, okay, I heard this game's good, so it's like, it's on Game Pass. So I'll pick it. You know, it's on Game Pass. I'll just play it real quick. See what I think. I played the first level, and I hated it. Because the whole time I'm thinking is, this does not feel as good as that one Ninja Gaiden like game I dropped ages ago. The Messenger on Switch, right? Like, mentally thinking that to myself. So literally, I finished that first level, thought, this game blows. We exited out, uninstalled the game, and then installed the Messenger because I saw it was on Game Pass. And, like, I basically marathoned the Messenger that week because I was so disappointed. Just wanted to play a different Ninja Gaiden like game to scratch the itch instead. And I felt like head over heels for the game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I'm glad that I got completely disappointed because it led to me finding one of my favorite games I think I've ever made. And I didn't even know that Sea of Stars was coming out until I watched a video by somebody else. And he was like, yeah, it's made by the same people who made The Messenger. And I literally closed the video, opened up my Switch, dropped $30 on the eShop and bought it. I didn't hesitate.
You know, it's so funny because, like, Sea of Stars, like, literally 2 years ago was, like, on my list of, oh, I'll eventually get to it when it comes out. Because, like, I saw one of the trailers and I was, like, so, like, interested in the style of it. And then all of a sudden, now everyone is, like, played it. And it's like, oh, well, I was like, oh, look at me. I
feel like I'm a little behind.
I would no, but I was just like, oh, look at me. I have a cool eye. Like, I saw this hidden gem. This is my precious little hidden gem. But no, now everybody loves it, so it's not really
like, listen, if you got beat out by me finishing a JRPG before you, that's a problem. I still haven't done the actual true ending, by the way. I keep meaning to go back, but I'm waiting for the itch to come back. So I'm hoping for that. I am praying that you start either A, live tweeting, or B, DM me your reactions as you play through this freaking game. Because I know Danny's waiting on it too.
I know.
So it's like, you better send me your live reactions of the game so I get in the mood to play it again.
You know,
because now that my Switch SD card is fixed, I don't have to uninstall it.
I just want to say, though, outside of Xenoblade, you don't see me begging you guys to play some of the games that I enjoy. So, hop off! Okay, anyway, yeah, I'll play it.
This is the one... There is not many games... Because I will say, like, you should play Pokepark or whatever. Like, because I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. This game, I think Sea of Stars and The Messenger, I feel like Sabotage Studios is, like, the best indie game studio right now. Without hesitation, and I am so excited for whatever they do next. Because it wouldn't shock me if they did Sea of Stars DLC. They haven't actually announced anything, but, like, I will gladly wait another, like, 5 years or however long it took for a new game. I will be playing that with my kids.
I almost want to give the best indie studio to Gears for Breakfast, but they have only made the one game, and they haven't done much since.
I was going to say, oh, community DLC. Oh, look at me. I'm still mad about that.
Make a new game. I love you guys. I love A Hat in Time. Please make a new game if you're watching this.
I own A Hat in Time on PC now, and I'm still salty they didn't put the community DLC on consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's crazy, bro.
I feel horrible. I don't want to, like, make fun of them, but, like, how are they still afloat? They've made one game 7 years ago, and they just won't do anything. And
Did they even announce what else they're working? What the 2023 winter event is here. They're still updating ahead in time. They added 8 more Death Wish challenges to the game.
I mean, that's cool, but like, it's like move
it's
on.
It's a single player game.
Move on. I know the modding community is amazing, but move on, dude. Like, at least do Ahead in Time 2 or something.
Like, it doesn't shock me that people are still playing the game.
Oh, it's a great ass game.
That doesn't shock me at all. But
like, I would say it revolutionized the genre a little bit.
Like, at least a 3D platformer genre, at least from an indie perspective, yeah, it definitely did. Because there's been so many more 3D platformer indies since this game came out that kind of opened the door to. Because it didn't really start the fire, but it more or less proved there was a market for that kind of game.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. I don't know. But yeah, it's like,
I just
how
meant
are
to,
they still afloat?
I meant to just tell you that I finished the messenger. I didn't think we'd go on for a while longer.
Yeah, you know what? It's a little bit of filler because this wasn't like too loaded of an episode.
Yeah, no, we found a way to fill it up. Pause.
But yeah, TLDR, play the messenger, not Pal World, and stop engaging with Twitter drama.
Yeah, play Xenoblade 2. Or sorry, wait, fuck, no, do not play
Xenoblade 2.
Do not play Xenoblade
2. No.
No, play
Cyan, you had one shot at the bit and you ruined it.
No, play Xenoblade Chronicles 1, 2. Wait, how do you say that?
Rice?
Play the first Xenoblade Chronicles as well. There we go.
Okay, but instead you should play Persona 3 Reload, baby. Woohoo!
Man, I didn't.
Actually, I just
why do you do
realized,
this to me? I didn't do this to you when you're shouting your games out, bro.
Hold on, I just realized this podcast actually does come out before Persona 3 Reload. So does this mean the next podcast is going to be the 3 Reload podcast?
No.
Fair. Wait, no, we should probably finish the game first, actually.
I was like, it's too early.
But it is trendy with them clicks. Whatever, let's just cut it here. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like the video and subscribe. If you're watching on Spotify, well, more listening on Spotify, make sure to leave us a 5-star rating. For the people on both platforms, because I keep forgetting comments exist on Spotify, but I know they do on YouTube. Question of the day. I didn't think of a question of the day.
Question of the day. What is your favorite indie game? Bam.
Sure, that's a good way to... That's like barely related to the actual topic of the episode, but yeah.
Yeah, but we were just talking about it, so it's fresh on everyone's head now.
It's fresh in the brain. So yeah, let us know what your favorite indie game is in the comments, and I will not be playing them until 2042 when I finally get through the rest of my backlog.
Don't recommend Mystic anything. He'll shoot your idea down and then promote his other games.
It's true. You should play the obscure Pokemon spinoff for the Game Boy Advance released in 2005. That's like, I don't know, Minecraft 2. I'm making things up. Good night, everybody.
Good night.